Hello, goons, and welcome back to your college football preview week Ocho. That's 8 for those of you who don't live in California.
The Ocho.
The Ocho. ESPN 8. First last week.
Whew.
These upsets are really getting boring. I'm bored.
I'm all chaosed out, man. I could use some predictable beatdowns this week.
Yeah, just kidding.
Oh man, dude, what a weekend for just.
So LSU launched themselves back into it.
Yep, we had LSU knocking off the Bulldogs.
Yeah, we had
getting Georgia out that number 2 spot.
UCF almost lost, but came back in spectacular fashion.
We had let's see what else was there. Oregon knocked off Washington in overtime.
Like we said they would.
Yeah, exactly. We had Michigan State beating Penn State. Oh boy.
Big Ten madness.
Auburn continued their descent into mediocrity by losing to Tennessee at home.
Pretty embarrassing. Don't really know what to say about those suckers.
And there's a few more I'm missing, I think. Oh yeah, Miami sucks.
Yeah, Miami.
They lost to Virginia.
Oh, I watched that game. That was
and then they announced today they're going back to
Rozier.
Rozier.
Go back to Rozier, baby.
I mean, both those quarterbacks are just average. Like, it doesn't matter.
I mean, what do you even do?
Doesn't matter which one you start.
Yeah.
And West Virginia lost to Iowa State, so they're out of the.
Can't say we didn't see that one, even though we didn't preview it, but. You know, the Hurricanes.
Yeah, because we were like, well, you know, I Cyclones.
We
were like, Iowa State hasn't been quite their, like, upset selves this year. And then they dropped one of those on us.
Yeah.
It's like, don't you dare think you can go into Ames, Iowa, and come out with a win.
I'm starting to think we need to look back at the records and just see, the last few years they've had an upset. I can say for sure the last 2 years in a row.
Seems like every year.
It seems like every year.
And then we had one more. That was Colorado falling at USC, which was a sad one because we were pulling for the Buffs.
And we were whining about how we thought the Vegas line was unfair and wrong and cruel and inhuman. And then Colorado proved us right. Or proved the Vegas right. So
yep.
Thanks. Anyway.
So yeah, we're gonna retire now.
Yeah.
We're done.
It's over. Bye. Just kidding. You're stuck with us for years to come.
We'll never get out of your YouTube subscriptions. Ever.
It's Halloween. Almost. Anyway, we're going to launch right into week 8. Today is Wednesday. I promise I will actually upload this tonight so that you get it in time for Stanford at ASU, 6 p.m. in the Thunderdome.
I didn't realize we were actually covering this game.
I was serious when I told you that. The Fightin' Herms versus the Cardinal, and the Fightin' Herms get them at home.
I think this is a game. ASU seems to be the kind of team that like really gets up for these primetime games.
Oh yeah, I think you wake these guys up on a Thursday night. They're like, we're on national television.
They're like, oh, we weren't gonna be doing any studying tonight anyways. It's ASU, baby.
Oh yeah, exactly. We're just banging fucking white blonde girls from Flagstaff,
and we could do that tomorrow.
We can do it tomorrow, consensually, of course.
Sure. From Flagstaff.
and Yuma represent.
Scottsdale.
My cousin's best buddy used
Scottsdale
to live in Yuma.
Out here.
It's like, why'd you leave Yuma? Because it fucking sucks, John.
Yeah. True.
He moved to Sacramento instead. It's like a larger Yuma. What was I going to say about this game? Okay, like Aim was saying, here's what ASU teams what these players are going to ask first. It's who's the NFL Thursday night game? Eamon, take it away.
Cardinals and Vikings? I know it's Cardinals.
Oh, well then no one wants to watch that. So
yeah.
ASU is going to get right up. They're like, oh, everybody's going to be fucking watching our game. Who wants to watch a fucking shitty NFL game? Watch us maybe beat Stanford.
Oh, Cardinals and Denver. That's even worse.
Oh, God, that's awful. These two teams I don't even want to watch.
Yeah, no. Hard pass.
Yeah, exactly. I'm watching this instead. I mean, my dad's going to insist on having that NFL game on, but I'm going to be like, I always have to remind him that college football's on. Well, actually, no, this is Stanford. He works at Stanford.
He'll definitely
so
be
he'll
watching
remember.
that, yeah.
He'll remember. Anyway, I'm going to give that one 3.5 throwgasms, Drew McGarry.
Throwgasms. I knew I recognized that from. Yeah, 3.5 sounds about right. For
All
that
right.
one.
We're cruising into Saturday. There's nothing good on Friday, so just watch baseball, hopefully.
Watch the Brewers come back and tie the series by dropping 15 runs on the Dodgers. God, I hope so.
Yeah, they lost 5-1 tonight, so it's a hard life. It's a hard knock life for us. And we've got a rivalry game at 9 a.m. on Saturday.
Yeah, we do.
Can't really sing like Shirley Temple.
Go wake up Jerry and turn on his TV at 9 in the morning on Saturday.
Jerry! So Jerry is Eamon's very cool buddy he works with, and Jerry is a diehard Michigan fan.
Yes.
So, Jerry, you motherfucker! It's rivalry Saturday.
I don't think he hates Michigan State as much as he hates Ohio State. Obviously, I don't think he's unique in that among Michigan fans. But
I feel too, and
I'm sure he definitely has some animosity for the Spartans.
I was about to say the Wolverine.
Well, he also has some animosity for the Wolverines because he's a Wolverines fan.
And they've been kind of mediocre last few
Yeah.
years. So this is number 6 Michigan at number 24 MSU. Eamon, what do you give it?
This is going to be a good game, I have a feeling. 4.5. Jim Harbaugh's a chance for his first win over MSU as a coach. He's never done it. He might actually spontaneously combust.
Oh, if he wins.
Or if he loses. Either way.
Yeah.
I mean, you can say that about him in any week.
Look, if you're a college football fan who's watched the last 2 years of this game, I mean, you're just like, I don't think Michigan will ever win this game. Not under Jim, because he has just managed to lose it in spectacular fashion the last 2 years.
Yeah.
I mean, really amazing losses. Sorry, my lights I don't have the car on, okay? But yeah, I'm going to give this one a 4.5 as well. I'm with you.
Yeah, man.
Eamon's going to look up the last 2 years for us. What was the game I was going to put in that blank spot?
Oh, that was the
NC State?
Yeah, NC State and Clemson.
We could talk about why we're not covering it.
Why aren't we covering it? It was all on you.
I'm an asshole. What can I say? I didn't want to cover it because Clemson's playing at home against NC State. It's not quite like the Syracuse game where they're going to be on the road.
That's fine.
I think Clemson is a hard place to win.
That's
it.
That's fine.
Eamon doesn't really agree with me.
That's fine. Okay.
All right. He doesn't feel that strongly about it.
Looks like actually Michigan won back in 2016. So
but he wasn't coaching there, was he?
I think he was.
He was. Oh yeah. You're right. No, that was when we had high hopes. Because, was it the next year where the punter fumbled it or something? Or the kicker fumbled it?
I feel like that was 2015, man.
It was 15? Harbaugh wasn't there in 15?
He was.
He was, right.
This is I believe this is his 4th year.
I'm sorry, guys. I apologize that we thought Michigan lost every year,
but they lose like pretty much every year.
Yeah, I mean those 2 losses, 15 and 17, just overshadowed that 16 win so much.
Yeah.
I mean, they were bad. I vaguely remember one of them where a kicker fumbled the ball and then Michigan State took it to win it.
Yeah, that was, I believe. Let's see, that was that was 15.
Was that the punter or the kicker?
That was 15. That was Harbaugh's first year. Michigan was punting away. The punt was bobbled, and the punter was tackled, and the fumble and pick up and touchdown, and MSU.
I remember dropping my jaw to the floor and screaming.
Very dramatic.
Yeah, that was awful. Anyway, next game at 12:30 p.m. The University of Colorado.
Sko Buffs
at number 15 Washington. God knows why they still have a rank.
That is
they haven't beaten anyone.
That is baffling to me.
Yeah.
that they're still ranked.
They've lost
15th.
all the games that they could have won to get themselves a rank. So the logic is not there.
There's a team directly behind them in NC State that is undefeated.
Exactly. So there's
three teams in total behind them that are undefeated.
Yeah.
And they don't even really have a very impressive win. Their most impressive win was over BYU, and that's,
BYU sucks. Cal beat them.
Fine.
I mean, sorry. Cal beat them. This is at 12:30 p.m. I'm gonna give it a 4. Eamon.
Yeah.
How's the weather out in Cape Cod? Sorry. Just pretending to be the weather anchor, turning it over to you. Here's Eamon on location.
I'm going to give this one a 3.5.
Okay, you really think Washington might crush them?
No, I think it's the other way around. I think
it's at Washington.
Colorado's going to bounce back, and Washington's going to crater.
All right. I like it.
Yeah.
We roll from there 3.5 hours into the future. Number 22, Mississippi State at number 5, LSU. Mississippi State crushed Auburn, so we think that LSU is going to have some trouble with them.
Mississippi State's got some. They got some fight in them.
Yeah, even though they're going to be on the road.
Sure.
But I'm going to give this one a 3.5 just because they could crater.
Let me go over who Mississippi State has played this year.
Okay.
Real quick.
Give me some faith. Maybe I'll change my number.
Their only losses are to Kentucky, where they lost pretty handily.
Yeah.
And Florida, they lost a close game.
Yeah, 6-13.
Yeah. But they just beat up on Auburn last week.
They wouldn't let Auburn even have a touchdown.
They also crushed K-State earlier this year. So now, they pretty much have got one really good win that they just had.
Yeah, I mean K-State's not nothing, but they ain't something either.
Right.
Yeah, I mean I think I'm gonna stick with 3.5 on that one.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that it could go strongly the LSU way.
I think LSU is really, really, really good this year.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say 3 actually.
Yeah, this is probably a borderline. Maybe we shouldn't have talked about it.
Whatever.
But who cares? Anyway, moving on to 30 minutes later, 4:30 p.m. We have number 12 Oregon, at number 25 Wazoo, University of Washington State University.
Yeah, the Palouse.
Yep, 4:30. Eamon's been to Pullman.
Oh man, if I know Pullman, and I feel I do, been there twice.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna be super pumped for this game, and super drunk. I mean, it's only a 4:30 game, but that leaves most of the day to get pretty hammered.
I mean, you're getting arguably the best Pac-12 team at home.
Definitely the best Pac-12 team.
Yeah. So it's gonna be some fun. Yeah. What am
And
I
you know
saying?
what
What am I saying? Arguably.
Yeah,
it's the best Pac-12 team.
It's been proven thus far. And honestly, I can honestly say I haven't really watched any Washington State games this year.
Neither have I. That's why I was shocked that they have a rank now.
But they had. I know a few weeks ago they had the epitome of a Mike Leach game in which they had something like 400, 500 passing yards and 0 rushing yards. Precisely 0.
Who are they? Reverse Army?
I think this is gonna be a really fun game, man.
I think so too.
I think this is gonna be great.
I'm a little worried that maybe Oregon's secondary is gonna step up big time and shut it down and make it a boring game, but I'm gonna give it a 3.5.
I think this is gonna be a classic, like
we'll remember this one next year.
I'm just saying a classic like shootout between a Mike Leach team and a fast Oregon team. Yeah, I think we're talking high 50 points here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it 4.5.
Wow.
I'm feeling it in my plums.
Sorry, I mean, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, that could go strongly in the good game direction.
Mm-hmm.
Then our last game of the night, we're gonna actually finish before 20 minutes this time. We have the University of Southern California at the University of Mormons Public School, Utah, at 5 p.m.
Two teams
vying for the South.
Well, I was gonna say
Pac-12
vying to
South.
stay in contention in the South.
Sorry, not vying for it. They're
And-
trying to stay right there on Colorado's heels.
Yeah, I mean, this is sort of a loser leaves town game
Yeah.
in that
Losers essentially eliminated.
pretty much.
Yeah. Right now, if Utah,
Although UCLA did already beat Colorado, so they've got that tiebreaker if need be.
yeah, but
But,
they're not gonna need enough wins.
True. Yeah, so, and I think.
See, I should have just turned the car on. I mean, if Utah wins this game, they're doing Colorado a huge favor.
Yeah, definitely.
It's gonna save them a potential late season sadness, if they just happen to lose as many games as USC.
But if all these teams
Within
start, let's say Colorado loses on Saturday too, and
Yeah.
maybe ASU starts sneaking in from like the very depths, and like who knows, man.
Well, ASU would have to win this Thursday.
Sure, of course.
Yeah,
That's
an important one.
the big if.
The big if. And with that, wait, what did we give this game?
I'm gonna give it 3.5.
I'm going to give it 3.5 as well. I mean, Utah has been kind of wishy-washy. Sometimes they show, sometimes they don't.
It's not the greatest way to end a football Saturday, but
Yeah, it's really not.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, we're stuck with it.
It's better than watching Cal Oregon State, to be honest. I say that as a Cal fan.
I'll watch it anyway.
Yeah, me
I
too.
don't care. This has been Long-Haired John.
Man Bun John. Vote in the comments if you want John to have a man bun next video. Or just a ponytail.
No, I'm not doing that. But I'm John.
And I'm Ron Burgundy.
And he's Feynman. And it's been your college football preview for week 8. Keep it lit. And tune in next week. Goodbye.